Chapter 1. Let's do it. John Griggs stands on his boat. The wind is strong and his boat moves quickly over the sea. A big, white bird goes past and makes a noise. Kia, it cries. John smiles and says, "Hello, bird. How are you, today?" John's friends laugh and give some fish to the bird. "Ah," says John. "Hungry, I see." John's friends are Alex and Selena, and his wife's name is Jesica. "I am hungry, too," says John. "Sandwiches and drinks everybody, Jesica? Can you steer?" Half an hour later they are eating. "What are we going to do now?" asks John. "Oh, I am going to read my book." "Then I'm going to sleep," says Jesica. "No, what about tomorrow? Next month? Next year?" John looks at everyone. "We have lots of money from our old business, but we can start another business," says Alex. "A sailing business," says Selena. "I don't want to work anymore," says Jesica. "We don't need to work." "Okay, listen to me," says John. "I am thinking about sailing around the world." Alex, Jesica and Selena look at John. "What? From here to Australia?" says Jesica. "Of course," says John. He is getting very excited now. "Alex, what do you think?" "I think we must talk about it," says Alex. They talk for hours. It is night when Alex, Selena and Jesica say excitedly, "Okay. Let's do it." They have to do a lot before they leave. John talks to a man who knows about sailing around the world. He tells John that it is hard work. "Does the sea frighten you? Your boat is very small. Do you know your friends well? Are they good at sailing?" he asks. "We know each other well. They are the best people in the world," says John. The four friends look at lots of maps. Selena wants to see a whale. Alex wants to see Africa. "I want to sit in the sun and catch fish to eat," laughs Jesica. It is exciting for all of them. And at first everything is easy. The big day arrives, they are leaving. Some of their friends and family come to watch. Their friends stand by the water and say goodbye. "Good luck," one of them says. "Don't forget us," says Selena's sister. "Write to me every day," says Jessica's friend. "Give the letters to a bird." Selena begins to cry. "What are we doing? Do I really want to go?" she thinks. Alex takes her hand. All of them are quiet, excited, and a little unhappy. "Bye," says John quietly. Chapter 2. Sailing south. The wind is strong and the boat moves faster and faster. John, Alex, Selena and Jesica are happy at sea. There is a lot to do on the boat. The wind is behind them and soon they cannot see England. They are not unhappy now. They are sailing south. In France they stop at Lorient and Biarritz. In Spain, they visit La Coruña, and in Portugal they stop in Lisbon. The sun gets hotter and they feel good. Selena catches a big fish and they eat it for tea. Soon, they are sailing past Africa. Here, everything is different. They stop in Gambia and people look at them. Small children bring beads and shells and cloth. Jesica buys a green hat. There is a lot of color and noise and excitement. They sail for weeks and weeks past Africa. They stop at many small towns and villages by the sea. "Africa is so interesting, so big," says Selena. "It goes on and on. I look at it on the map, but this is why we are here," says John. Talking to different people, seeing different things. The boat, the sea, the wind, nothing is better than this, is it? Some days later they see a big fishing boat. It is moving very fast. "Hello!" they shout at the boat. The men on the boat look at them angrily. Alex looks carefully at the boat through his binoculars. "There is something wrong with their fishing net," he says. Alex moves the binoculars and sees something in the sea. "I can see some net over there." He points to their left. "Why are they leaving it? Let's have a look." They get nearer to the net and Jesica takes the binoculars. "What in the world?" says Jesica. What's that? There is something in the net. It's alive, but what is it? Very slowly they move nearer to the net. The thing in the net is big and it is making a lot of noise. I can see it now, says Jesica. It's an orca, a killer whale, and it's hurt. There is blood in the water. What can we do? How can we help it? I can see it too. Ooh. It is a baby, but we must be careful, says Alex. John is in the water. He is carrying a long paddle. I am going to help it. I can get the net off its fin, he says. Where's its mother? Asks Selena. She looks at the sea. I can't see any other whales, but they are near here, I think. Be careful, John. John gets the net off the baby killer whale. There is a big cut on its fin, but it swims away. Suddenly there are other killer whales near the boat. John? Jesica shouts. Get in quickly. John swims to the boat as fast as a fish. That baby killer whale. I am going to call it Lucky, he says. Chapter 3, The Big Wave. It begins to rain as they move away from the killer whales. Suddenly it is raining very hard and there is a lot of wind. The sky is black. John says, this is bad. We must get away from the wind. I can see a town over there, let's go. I'm frightened, says Jesica. It is difficult to hear her because of the wind. We're all frightened, says John. But everything is okay, eh? The town gets nearer but the waves get bigger and bigger. Suddenly a very big wave hits the boat. There is water everywhere. Is everyone okay? Shouts John. Alex? Yes, says Alex. Selena? My arm hurts but I'm okay, says Selena. Jesica? Jesica? Where's Jesica? Shouts John. She's not in the boat, says Selena, she's in the water. But where? They look in the cold, dark water for hours. Jesica? Say something, Jesica? Where are you? Shouts Alex. The wind gets stronger and the boat is full of water. Another big wave hits the boat. Selena's arm hurts a lot now. John, we must stop. Do you want us all to die? Says Alex. He puts his arm around John. We can't do any more. Jesica is wearing a life jacket and she can swim very well. Let's sail to the town. John puts his head in his hands. This can't happen. It can't. He says. Alex begins to steer the boat. But the wind is too strong. Sometime later the boat hits a beach. The three friends get out. They are very tired. They stop there. Alex and Selena sleep on the beach, but John sits near the water. He looks at the sea, thinking about Jesica. Chapter 4, Jesica. Jesica is 500 meters away out in the sea. She begins to swim, but the waves are too big and the water is too cold. She finds some wood and puts her arms around it. Jesica is thinking, I must be strong. I am not going to die, I want to see the sun again. John is going to find me. Jesica sees a boat far away. She calls to it. Help! Help me! I'm over here. She moves her arms and shouts, but nobody hears her. The wind moves her away from the boat. Oh, John! I'm sorry, she says. Her head goes down onto the wood. In the arms of the sea, she sleeps. Suddenly Jesica is not sleeping, there is no wind and she can see the sun. She looks everywhere. There is a beach in front of her, but she cannot swim to it. I am too cold and too tired, she thinks. I must see a boat soon. She looks at the sea. There are no boats, no people, but some birds. Can the birds help me? She thinks sleepily. Jesica listens to the sea. She likes the noise. Then she hears something different. Is it a baby crying? She thinks and looks up. 10 meters in front of her is a big fin. A very big fin. Under the fin is a killer whale. The whale is making the noise, but it is not a baby, it is 5 meters long. Behind it is another whale. And another. And another. Killer whales eat people. I am going to die, thinks Jesica. The killer whales come nearer and nearer. Jesica can't feel her legs. It's okay, they're cold. That's all, she thinks. She starts to swim away from the big fins. Help me, she shouts. Help, help, help. The killer whales are all around her. She closes her eyes and waits. But she does not die. The biggest killer whale is under her. Suddenly she is on his back. What is happening? Perhaps they are not hungry. Jesica thinks. The killer whale moves slowly to the shore. He is taking Jesica to the beach. Jesica puts her hands on the fin in front of her. This is a very big fish, too big for my tea, she thinks. She smiles and puts her head on his big back. Soon, she is sleeping again. Chapter 5, Jesica, is that you? John sits on the beach. The sun is in the sky. Behind him, Alex and Selena sleep. I must do something, he thinks. I can't take my boat, but I must look for Jesica. He begins to walk along the beach. There is a town near here. I can get a new boat, then I can look for Jesica. Just then John sees something on the beach. He walks nearer. It is a woman. John runs to the woman on the beach. Jesica? He shouts. Jesica? Is that you? Jesica moves her head slowly. John? Oh, John. You're okay. John puts his arms around Jesica. He kisses her face and cries. He can't speak, he is too happy. Jesica says, what about Alex and Selena, are they okay, too? Everyone is okay, answers John. They sit on the beach and look at the sea. John says, we are very, very lucky. Jesica sits up and sees a small fin in the water. It has a cut on it. The fin waves slowly and moves out to sea. It is waving goodbye, thinks Jesica. Lucky. Yes, lucky, she says quietly to John.